Good evening. I attended a press conference yesterday at the Hempstead Town Animal Shelter in Wantor. I won't get into the seedy, very seedy actually, political machinations that are going on over there. And there are very serious problems that need to be addressed there. But this town takes the cake as we still have no cat shelter. It's astonishing that the town has turned a blind eye to the tremendous suffering cats endure on the street. This has gone on for close to 20 years. Why don't we hypothesize how many cats have suffered and died on our streets that could have been saved had our representatives been more compassionate? And I am grateful to the members of this board that have supported us and are backing our attempt to have a cat shelter. The board members that have no compassion and do not consider this worthwhile need to be replaced in my estimation. Mr. Senator, you are correct that the monies granted to the town are matching grants. However, what you failed to mention is that the match is 10% of the grant. As an example of this, we received $200,000 from the State Companion Grant Fund in '24. The match we had to put up was $20,000. I hope that our $30 million plus surplus can bear the strain. It is worth noting that we also contributed $850,000 from our capital fund to a new HVAC system at the dog shelter. While this was necessary, every dollar from the state grant fund over all the years has gone toward helping the dogs, not $1 towards the cats. This overt favoritism towards dogs and total lack of caring about cats is astonishing, considering 40% of pet owners in New York State have cats. If the cat owners die or become disabled, I hope they have family members that will step forward. Rest assured, the town can and will do nothing to help you. Mr. Senator, you've had 2 terms to do something to help cats. You have basically, in fact, in actuality, done absolutely nothing. 2 terms is more than enough time to show compassion and enact something. You have shown that you don't care. I believe your position is that they're not required by law to take in cats, therefore you won't. So what I want to know is, are you required by law to have a rain barrel program that benefits a scant number of taxpayers? What about paying homeowners for plantings? Is that required by law? I think not. Hopefully cat owners will remember in November that unlike dog parents, there are no services for them or remedies available to them should disaster strike. It is disgraceful that we are one of the wealthiest towns in the country, but yet for no logical reason we ignore the suffering and dying of helpless cats on the street. By the way, a cat shelter would also inoculate feral cats against rabies, which, as we all know now, poses a health threat to citizens. These cats are omnipresent. Whether they're fed or not, it's not going to make any difference. As with all creatures, they have a natural will to survive, and they will. These cats, having been vaccinated, would be returned to the streets. We have tried appeals to your logic and also tried to reach people emotionally. Those that have supported us, we thank. At this point, Mr. Senator, you're making this very difficult for whatever reason. Therefore, all I can say in closing is that between now and Election Day, we're going to be out with banners and protesting all over the town of North Hempstead constantly.
Go ahead, please clap first. Clapping. You know, you make it sound like this is done personal up here and that nobody's doing anything, but I can tell you that last month there were 20 vouchers requested and 3 of them were used.
You know why? I'll tell you exactly why.
And by the way, you didn't mention the voucher program, which we created a couple years ago. So you said we've done nothing, but we did create that. You asked for it, and we did it.
And I'll tell you, and we were supposed to publicize the program.
And we do. Our animal shelter personnel are out at many of our events, and they have the flyers. And I mean, I have published the photo of our employee Tina, who gives out the vouchers. She is ready.
Very few, and the reason is, I'll explain to you what the reason is that there's no place for people to hold the cats. If the night before, if it rains or whatever, and people have an appointment, you just cats don't appear magically when you want them to. So if they're not there, you can't get them. That's the problem.
The purpose of the voucher is that you can have it and use it at any time. That's how we created it.
It doesn't seem to be reaching enough people. The only people that know about it are the rescue community. The average homeowners don't seem to know about it.
Well, you're here every month, so you are getting the word out about the voucher program.
Apparently, we're not getting it out fast enough. I mean, you know, what can I say?
Listen, this is not a debate, and I don't want to debate with you at all, and I know your passion, and I understand your passion, but to say that nobody cares about this and nobody's doing anything up here, and you really did fight for that voucher program, and we voted for the voucher program. And the first year, I guess it was 3 years ago, there was money put in there in October that was going to expire in December. Do you remember that? That just went away, and then the supervisor created this voucher program, and nobody's using it, and that's not our fault. And by the way, what she said about handing out flyers, I know at the Mineola Street Fair, I know at the Williston Park Street Fair, I know at many other locations, there's somebody there handing out these flyers, as well as we have a web page, and this program
First of
This
all,
meeting, but some people call it a program, is watched by many, many people, and you guys are here every week. So it's not like we're keeping people uninformed.
First of all, I'd like to see the flyers, but aside from that fact, there was a once-a-month program. That program has been discontinued. It hasn't happened in 6 months. The once-a-month program we had before the voucher program is no longer in effect. We lost it twice last year for months on end because we had no feral cat coordinator because they're not getting, all they're getting is part-time, nobody's getting full-time pay. And then now it's been discontinued. So we've lost one program and we got something back to replace that. The fact of the matter is, what this town needs is a cat shelter. It's needed it for 20 years. Every other town has managed to do it. You guys are turning a blind eye, aside from the few that are helping us, which I appreciate. You've turned a blind eye to it. And it's got to stop, one way or the other.
Thank you.
So I would
Louise-
just, wait,
Louise
excuse me,
Lamani?
excuse me, I would just like to say that I know former Councilwoman Veronica Lurvy and I worked on that voucher program, and we got it here, and we got it for the first board meeting, and then we put it in the budget, and then the next year, it was added to the budget. So we worked really hard on that.
Correct.
I mean, Veronica and I understand what you're saying, but the vouchers are not being used. They're being taken, but they're not being used. So maybe we can do something with our communications department about, we have NHTV. Maybe we can do an advertisement
That's great.
about
That's
the
a great
things that
idea.
we do at the animal shelter. I mean, we do it about Climb, we do it about Harbor Links. Why don't we do something about our animal shelter?
We have programs, but we can try and focus on the voucher program.
Yeah,
Right.
Okay,
on
thank you.
publicizing it.